Welcome to Touch Technology Review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at this bad boy, the Canon RF 35 1.8 STM lens, designed for the brand new EOS R mirrorless range of cameras. This is the first of the RF series of lenses that I've acquired, and I'm using it mostly for video production where I'm shooting in 4K. And the reason being, for those of you that aren't aware, is that when you're shooting in 4K, you actually get a significant crop factor of around 1.7. So my go-to lens for this type of shot, the 50 1.2 L series prime that I was using previously, essentially acts as an 85 to 90 millimeter telephoto lens when I'm shooting in 4K. So for me, as a solution, when I'm shooting this type of video, I'm going to be using the 35 millimeter as my main lens in 4K, and it will essentially act as a 55 millimeter focal length lens. And that's what you're seeing right now. The 35 is sitting on the tripod there with my EOS R about 2 meters away, and it's recording this at the 1.8 aperture, which allows me to get significant amount of background blur and gives me that separation from the subject and the background, and it has that really nice shallow depth of field look that I'm accustomed to when I'm shooting with my 50 1.2. So when I'm shooting in 4K, the 35 is going to act as my 55mm lens. When I'm shooting in 1080p or still photos, it acts as its native focal length at 35 millimeters, which makes it ideally suited for interiors, travel photography, landscape, and even product photos, taking advantage of that macro capability. So there's a lot of versatility that I can get out of this lens when shooting with my EOS R. I'm going to show you some of the photos that I've taken with this lens and some video clips as well. So stick around and check those out next. In terms of build quality, it is rather solid, but it is mostly made of plastic and doesn't have that heavy, durable feel that you get from an L series lens. The glass elements are noticeably smaller, but despite this, the actual image quality you get out of the lens, in my opinion, is really quite comparable to what you would normally expect from a much more expensive L series lens. And of course, one of the advantages of RF series lenses is the user customizable control ring, which you find on the front of the lens, that allows you to apply any custom function, be it ISO, aperture, or shutter speed, onto that control ring and use that whilst you're out and about in the field. Very useful in manual photography, and you can put your favorite, most used setting on that control ring for easy access. A really nice feature. So now I'll show you some photos and videos that I've taken with this 35mm lens. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit me up with a like and consider subscribing to the channel, and you'll be notified of up and coming video releases. If you've got any questions whatsoever about this 35mm 1.8 lens or the EOS R in general, feel free to put those questions in the comments box below. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.